coffee. Right. What's going on, everybody? We are live. I am Rob Garcia, the Warrior Strategist. And today we're going to talk about one of my most popular PR strategies, local celebrity. I would say that this one is implemented 60% of my clients. And what I'm going to teach you guys is how to dominate an area, a region, a part of the country to present yourself as a celebrity. And today we're going out to TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all the fun places. Now, you may be asking, okay, what type of business owner benefits the most from this? Like, why is this so specifically important? A lot of business models require regionalism. And for example, Rich Kaufman, what's going on, buddy? For example, let's say you have an auto detailing company, or you're a dog walker, or if you're Erica Hatfield, you just open up a photography studio in a mall and you have to get people from your area to whatever it is that you're doing. Or you clean houses for a living, whatever. But if you only serve a small area, if your business has to really focus on sales within a radius, this is going to help you out a lot. And I'll throw in, if you're from San Diego, I'll throw in some local stuff. If you don't know who I am and you're watching and you're in San Diego, I am a PR and visibility strategist in lovely Hillcrest. Say hi if you don't know me. And we got JD Tierney popping in, Southpaw hats. Good to see you. So how do we become a local celebrity? The first thing to do is to understand a battle strategy for your area. And what I mean by that is you have to figure out who the players are. You have to figure out what events are happening. And you have to find the popular people. It's almost like high school, right? I call them the gatekeepers. Gatekeepers are people that have access to large audiences. They're usually hosting events. And association's a big deal. So if they are endorsing you, if they're inviting you to events, if they're letting you speak, if they're giving you shout outs in the middle of events, that's very, very helpful for your business. If you live in San Diego, some of the best gatekeepers, Marie Antoinette Waite, CEO of Fire Up Connect, Brett Davis at Blue Lapis Media, James Hickey at sdnetworkingevents.com. But anyway, just knowing these people, you now have access to thousands of others. Barbara Cafaro at the Bag Group. So Vanessa G or Lady Oceanside or Mina Hernandez, if you guys are in San Diego and you're trying to get more people to buy from you, those four names right there can get you access to thousands of people. Okay. So right out the gate, the first tip I'll give you to becoming a local celebrity is to understand like who the gatekeepers are, building a relationship of trust with them and supporting them. And then you're going to be able to ask for favors. Okay. In San Diego alone, there's probably 4 people, those 4 that I mentioned, that are constantly doing events. They're constantly in a crowded room of business professionals, and their social medias are crazy because they have huge audiences, right? If you just meet those 4 people, you'll have more events to go to, more networking opportunities than you'll know what to do with. James Hickey alone has opened up so many freaking doors. Marie Waite has as well. Brett Davis has linked me up. I've met mayors because of Brett Davis. It's pretty cool. And then Barbara Cafaro at the Bag Group. They meet at Jimmy O's in Del Mar once a month, the second Tuesday of every month. And they are the nicest, sweetest group of people ever. They've known each other for decades, and they're really supportive and really cool. The Bag Group is one of my newer affiliations, but I've really enjoyed working with them. So that's the first thing, is understanding the gatekeepers, making yourself popular in your area. The next thing is understanding independent media and your local TV stations. You need to get on TV in your area. That is the #1 way to instantly get credibility, to get people going to your URL. Mass broadcasting, okay? Every regional area has 4 news stations: ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. And they've either got their own affiliates, which means the small version, not Big Fox that you see with like Gutfeld and everything, or Fox and Friends. But the affiliates are the local regional news, and they either have their own affiliates within the town, or they're beaming in from a large city. Let's say if you live in the outside suburbs of Dallas, all your affiliates are going to be Dallas-based. That's how this works. So getting on TV is not as hard as you would think. I've gotten 39 of my clients on TV. It's a pretty basic process, but there are nuances to it. You have to have an angle. You have to be able to write a good pitch, and then you have to make sure that you correctly submit a good pitch to the news stations. Hey, Chelsea, what's going on? Finding independent media as well is interesting. In San Diego, KUSI was like the independent station for a long time until Fox bought them out. And now we have OAN, and that's more political, but it's an example of an independent station, like an independently owned media station. You've got like The Reader in San Diego. You've got, I think it's called City Beat. And then you've got like independent journalism and media like La Prensa Times, and there's a couple others. But understanding like the local independent media can also propel you and help you to get more popular for your business if you're trying to become a local celebrity. Will Curtis is just mashing that heart button. What's going on, buddy? Okay, so we got independent media, we got TV stations, we covered gatekeepers, and one of the other things is geocached social media. So if you're trying to get a specific region, using geocached social media will help quite a bit because it'll attract the people in your area. So let me give you some examples. If there's a Facebook group that is just for your county or just for your city, join it. Start talking to people. Let them know what you do. You know, follow group rules. That's really, really specific though. It's regional. Okay. Nextdoor will automatically list your location, and anything you post is going to be read by people, thousands of people in your region. And you can become a celebrity on Nextdoor, believe it or not. It'll open up opportunities. Reddit. Is there a Reddit about your area, like a subreddit room about where you live, city or county, whatever? That's another place you can link up. You can talk about what you're doing. You can appear and meet a lot of cool people. Reddit is its own Wild West. I'm just warning you right now. People there are they're real brave on the keyboards, I'll just say. So for geocache social media, it's important to use your hashtags of your city or your county, Nextdoor, and then Facebook ads that are area specific. So what's cool about Facebook ads is that you can choose the city that it gets broadcast to or the county. And then if you have an ad, you have a giveaway, you have a business offer, something, you can stack some good Facebook ads to it pretty cheap. TikTok, they will allow location-based hashtags. And actually, yeah, they do location-based ads as well. And TikTok's pretty cheap, not going to lie. Like, you can get pretty good coverage on your stuff for about $80. And TikTok gives coupons and stuff too, which is kind of cool. So anyway, becoming a local celebrity is about, like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, it's about making a battle map of what's around you. And I don't care if I lived in freaking Podunk, Ohio. I could move anywhere in the country, knowing what I know, and become a local celebrity over time using these methods. This isn't super hard. And if you are, thanks, Chelsea, really appreciate it. If you got any specific questions, feel free to type them in. I always love talking about this stuff. But the point is, guys, you just have to do a little bit of research. ChatGPT can help too. You can literally go into ChatGPT and you can say, generate me a list of mainstream media and independent media sources to include podcasts, newspapers, and TV stations in insert city or region. And that would be really useful. So I'll give a quick summary, and then I will dismiss the class and leave you guys to what you're doing. But it's using these things that helped me get 255 media interviews. Understanding where the media is, understanding the different types of media. There's some independent media with very large followings that you shouldn't be ignoring. If you can get in the San Diego Reader, that's a lot of freaking people checking that out. The Reader's been around for a hot minute. Phoenix, for example, has the New Times. But there's a lot of regional-based newspapers and publications that can also help you in your getting your message out. All right, so independent media, local TV stations, understand the gatekeepers like the popular people in your area, geocache social media like Nextdoor and Facebook ads. These are all ways that we turn ourselves into local celebrities. All right, hopefully this gave you guys some creative ideas. If you ever have need any help creating your PR plan, press releases, media outreach, creating your angle, magazine coverage. P.S. This is brought to you by Shift Advanced Life Design. You can read it free at shiftlifedesign.com. I am the founder and owner. So it's pretty easy to pop you into this magazine should we do a PR package. All right. You ever have questions, feel free to reach out to me at garciaglobalmedia.com. I'm always willing to talk to you guys, issue a free 15-minute PR consult where we'll just discuss angles and how to best help you get the coverage that you deserve. I'm Rob Garcia, the Warrior Strategist. As always, stay famous. See you next time.